Peace. I'm going to build on something that's a little different than fitness. Unless you've been living under a rock, you know that for the past year, layoffs have been prevalent. It's been all over social media. It's been all over the news. Layoffs. And layoffs have been happening by tens of thousands across the board. My job downsized. And I was one of the fortunate ones to stay a part of the company. However, when the news actually came that they were downsizing, I didn't know that I was going to be selected to stay aboard. I had no ill will toward the company. Business is business. Capitalism is capitalism. For me, on a personal note, I can't enjoy and embrace capitalism when it benefits me and then get pissed off when it doesn't benefit me. I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself. So, what I was doing at my job, under the thought that I was going to be laid off, I was telling people to strive to be positive. This could be a blessing in disguise, right? Your next move could be your best move. Unfortunately, the negativity was, I'm older, I don't have no skill sets, I've been here for X amount of years. A lot of the stuff that you see on the news and social media when people are expressing their concerns, expressing their frustration on them losing a job, I saw it in real time. Now keep in mind, I thought that I was one of the ones that was losing their job. I'm a proponent of rainy day money, saving, making provisions, making sure that you have a skill set, that you have a trade, you have something to fall back on. But I've been doing this for over 10 years already, though. In the event that something would happen to where I didn't and I don't depend on the job, for me, that's one of the understandings of capitalism, right? So I work the job. I'm a professional. I go in. I conduct myself as a professional. I execute effectively. Still, I understand that it's a job and you are employed at will. Another thing that I don't do, I don't live above my means. So let me go into this a little bit. I don't live above my means. I don't go buy or lease a car off the car lot. I don't. I can. My thought behind it is I can use that money in a better financial way opposed to a $600-700 car note every month for X amount of years. Whereas I can buy a reliable car cash and don't have this leftover car note that I have to pay. I won't divulge my finances. I can afford it. I can pay it comfortably. I just choose not to do it because I want that money working in a different facet, a different aspect. So, I don't want a car note. I prefer to spend the money and buy the cash up front. No, I can't go buy a car from the car lot for $30,000, $40,000 cash. Absolutely, I can't do that. But I can go spend cash for something. Say if you go spend $10,000 cash for a used car, right? And I know used car gets this negative connotations, but these cars be fine. You go spend $10,000 on a car, cash. I'm saying you probably would need to put another $3,000 into it. But once you do that, that's it. You good to go, right? See, that's my thought patterns. I'm not worried about a job downsizing and I have a car note, right? I don't own a house, so I don't have a mortgage. And I'm saying all that to say, I don't live above my means. I don't. I am extremely frugal. I don't. To where people always ask me, why don't I? Because what I do is different from the norm. Again, what I do in real time is different from the norm. I'm not worried about the Joneses. I'm not worried about I need to get my car painted. I have a plan. I have a strategy. And that's what I'm going with. And it has served me well. That's when you know it worked. When you have the receipts and it serves you well, you're good to go. So when this job was downsizing and I was under the thought that I was one of the ones that were going to be let go, I wasn't worried. Immediately you make provisions, you update your resume, you start looking, you start applying, but I wasn't worried about it. And I essentially was encouraging other people not to worry. So this is going on all across America. This is all across the board. You make investments. You make the investments. You learn something to do on the side. You have to do something on the side. You don't have to. It's advisable. So you won't feel that you depend on the job. And there's all type of statistics going around saying that even somebody that's making six figures, they live in paycheck to paycheck. And you could be wondering how. Well, you got a mortgage, you got 2 car notes, you're paying, your credit cards are maxed out, you know, you still going out, you know, you still living life. And what we typically do, we increase our expenses to the money that we make. In 2000, I got my first big raise. I got a $2 raise. It was a big raise then. And my manager told me, his name was Phil. Phil said, now the trick is to maintain your lifestyle at what you're making and save. He said save the $2 increase. That was 24 years ago. That advice stands true today. And I know it stands true even before then. But I was young then, 24 years ago. Save that $2 increase. More so invest the $2 increase. Because what we do, we start living to whatever our pay is. Like we increase our lifestyle. And he even told me, he said, because that's what I did. I started getting more money and I just kept increasing my lifestyle when I really didn't have to. Because before you was living this increased lifestyle, you was perfectly fine before then. So that's how people that's making over 100,000 is living paycheck to paycheck in debt, and the credit cards is maxed out, and so on and so forth. So you definitely got a plan for the rainy day, but nowadays it's not planning with the money in the shoebox. You have to invest that bread and let it grow. And you work 4 or 5 years, 10 years, 15, 20, that money that you invest in, dollar cost averaging, it continues to grow. Then you have your egg nest, $20, $30, $40,000 set to the side. The Roth IRA. So in the event that capitalism come back and kick you in the ass because a company is failing, or they find a better way to do what they've been doing at a lesser cost, and the employee catches the butt end of it, right? We all know this is true, because if we were running a company, we were running a business, we would absolutely do the same thing to make money and save money, right? It's capitalism. And I personally will not be dependent on a job or the government. I'm not going to be dependent. We're looking for autonomy. We're looking to govern ourselves, right? Sovereignty. And it's not about being pissed off. See, you get pissed off when you live in a lifestyle, when you live in paycheck to paycheck, and then your company downsizes or close down, and then you stuck. Your kids depend on you. Your mortgage depends on you. Everything depends on you. And now you're absolutely frantic. That's why it's not good to depend on shit. So what am I saying in this video? Like, what's the point? Where's the jewel? Give me something, Infinite. Give me something to walk off with. Make provisions. Sun Tzu said, in the time of peace, prepare for war. That's when you're going to work, right? You're saving your money up. You invest in your money, right? You're learning a trade. You're educating yourself. You're doing something. The internet is here. Instead of people scrolling and laughing and being entertained, use some of that screen time to learn how to make some type of money on this internet. Say it again. Learn some type of way to make money on the internet. Even if it's $200 or $300, something. That's the jewel. Appreciate y'all, right? Like, comment, subscribe. I'm just being super authentic and just building, sharing my thoughts. That's the video, man. Peace.